11:30 a.m. Then from 11:30 we're going to have a lovely discussion about Tia Mori. But then for those who know the story, please host your aunt. We're going to discuss that beautifully later. But then like for now, please send gifts here. Please send me gifts, and then please give me likes there, guys. Nah? And let's remember we are going to respect each other here. There's no promiscuity going on here. There's respect, and then you can request to come in here later on. Then we can have a lively discussion about isn't like this show. And oh yeah, we are not affiliated with Metro now. We just love this show, and we love to have like these kind of discussions because we are slowly fixing this country, because we are so messed up here. Loosely read, so we are fixing one another one by one, right? So let's do the right things there. Like, please keep tapping my nose there, and please send me some roses. Then, like let me put up barking kind of this thing. I really don't know who put up the ice cream memo. Let me just do like simple roses for now. Cool. Alright. Confirm, whatever. Okay, good morning, Nono. Good morning, Mari. Good morning, Tando. Zadia. Good morning, Miss Black. Yes. Good morning, Sihle. Shosho Brataiko. So let's do the right things, guys. Like, please keep tapping my nose, and then please keep inviting more people, and let's fix this country one by one. And I hope you guys are keeping warm there, actually, because it's very cold in Gauteng, eh? It's crazy cold this morning, so make sure you have your own blanket and not your human blanket. Just because it's cold, like, doesn't mean you need a human blanket now, Sure. Good morning, Mrs. Black. Good morning, Sister Ebza. Takwari? Where's my cousin? I don't know. I'm not friends with my cousin. I don't know. Good morning, Sina. Good morning. I have no idea what you're like. Good morning, Oscar. So, oh yeah, let's avoid human blankets, guys. Nah? And like, more especially if you don't have one, this cold doesn't necessarily mean you should kind of like you should just go get one in JJ for the fun of it. No. Oh, but palace. You might end up here, or no, guys like me. I thought, hey, he was the one. Can't you know? You are just cold. So let's avoid that and just get yourself a real good blanket like mine. You see? Yeah, it's very good. Is like I want to lead Jay-Z. They are very effective, so let's avoid that. And what you can do now is just keep liking my face there. Just keep tapping my face there, and let's make this a very beautiful Monday. And I hope you guys are good, man. Eh? You had a great weekend. We have anonymous, actually. Wait. Gents food. I know, guys, know it. Like, we are losing this mind. Good morning.
Before we
We are
continue,
losing
anonymous,
gents.
here are the house rules. Respect is the foundation of our conversation.
Can you hear properly?
Language, refrain from any swearing or use of profanities. Our responsibility is to protect your identity, and your responsibility, anonymous, is to extend the same courtesy to protect the identity of the people or the person you'll be speaking about. Anonymous, if you're in agreement with these terms, please confirm by stating I agree.
Yes, I agree.
We're listening.
Yes, I agree.
All right, we're listening, anonymous.
Speak now.
My story. Okay. Let's say 2004, I was doing my matric. Yes, so there was this school. We're going to this place where they call it Drakensberg.
My brother, please stay away from giving us too much detail, ne?
Thank you.
You were in matric?
Yes.
Yeah. And then what happened in matric?
We don't want to know if you're with a singing with the Bala brothers. Drakensberg.
It's quiet.
Okay.
Please.
Well,
Okay, so there was a school trip that was going to Drakensberg. So we went there. So there are those teachers, you know, the one that are doing their last years.
oh,
which we
student
call them-
teachers. Student
Yeah,
teachers.
the one that are doing what we call it teaching or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
Keep liking
so
there.
they were at my school, so we went with them for the trip. So when we got there, in fact, she's the one teach me how to drink and stuff. So we were drinking, enjoying, and then she made me to sleep with her. Yeah. So that was even my first time doing that.
Okay.
So
This
the
was in
school-
2004.
Then the next time we went back to school, I can see now she's not like the way she used to be with me. And then she left my school to another school. So then that was it. Then 2009, got married and have a child, and my life was going well. And then 2012, I was at the pharmacy with my child, and I saw this woman, and I was like, oh, you know, we're happy to see each other. And then the next thing, she's telling me that I can say, how old is my child now? I look like, huh?
Hey, Banda. Wait.
Wait, what?
So she's asking you the child that she's with.
Yes, she's telling me that this is my child.
Hi, Anonymous.
Hold on. What?
So when I was dating and she was pregnant, she was married to this guy. And now when she's showing me this child, I told her, so what must we do now? And she said to me, no, just keep it like that, because I'm married and the father of this child knows that this is his child, and he only got only one child. And please, if you love your child, don't do that. Just keep it like that. I just wanted you to know.
Basadi what's happy.
And I can't call her, and I'm always asking for pictures and stuff. And she said, just leave it like that.
And you are married, right?
I'm married.
And you've got
So
other
this
kids.
year, February, she called me, and now she's saying she will pay me whatever I want. She wants me to give her a second chance.
I get it. But yeah.
And I'm so stressful. I really don't know what to do. And I'm asking her that I can't say my first child and now you want me to give her a second chance. I said, no, I'm going to pay you whatever you want. Because now, they're always asking her why they only have one child, why is not giving the guy another child and stuff.
Okay, Anonymous, I'm going to ask you to hold it right there. Don't go anywhere. Don't drop the line. Please stay on the line. I'm going through to the news headlines. Here's Hope Betty DeLong, where it's 10:30.
Remember last week we were speaking about the 63% of the guys like that are raising kids like that are not theirs. This is one of those. Anyway, good morning guys. My name is Leroy. Welcome to Makoya. And for those who are new here, please keep liking my face there. Like, please keep tapping my face there. And let's get to maybe my 15-20k lapo for me, because when I learn right, like, it's fine. It's fine. But then please please send me gifts there. So you're listening to Ask a Man. You're gonna get a recap done now actually. Chief Chiwati. You're gonna get a recap now, but then basically this guy was kind of molested by his teacher in 2004 when he was in high school. Then like later on
10:31.
But anyway,
hashtag Ask a Man, the
Udla,
naked
Udla.
DJ, Somizi, and you. A bit of a summary before we continue with Anonymous. Anonymous says back in his matric year in 2004, he had sexual relations with a student teacher at his school. Anonymous says it happened once and she left Anonymous school for another one. Now, they ran into each other 8 years later in 2012 when the teacher told Anonymous that she had actually fallen pregnant and they have a child together. Now, the child is 20 years old today and still doesn't know Anonymous as their father or is his father. The teacher was married when she had relations with Anonymous, and her husband thinks it's her child or his child. Now, Anonymous says the lady now wants to have another child with him secretly. This is where we are. Anonymous, we're going
And
to continue.
she wants to
Please,
pay
where
him
you were,
for that.
I think finishing off before I went into the news headlines. Can you continue, Anonymous?
Anyway.
Yeah, that is my situation right now. Now that she's saying that she can pay me for a second child.
Pay
So I don't
him.
know what to do
Imagine.
right now. I really don't know what to do.
What do you mean you don't know what to do, Anonymous? How do you feel about having a child that you now know about? You've known about for more than 6-8 years, and you are married as well. How does that make you feel before the offer, Nji?
It's a painful thing because I'm always thinking about her, that's how she's doing, how she's growing, you know.
And you've never told your wife?
And no,
And what are you scared of? Or are you respecting her wishes?
No. So means it's because he didn't know.
No.
He didn't know of the child. I think he recently found out.
Yeah.
He found out about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm saying from the time
Oh.
he found out until now,
Okay.
Okay.
why hasn't he shared that information? Is it because he's respecting the teacher's orders?
How?
The teacher's orders? Or, I don't know, what's your reason for hiding it completely?
because she told me that if the guy, if he can know that this child is not his, because his man, I think, is a policeman or something. So he said that man.
You misunderstood Somizi, sir. Somizi
Mhm.
asked, why didn't you tell your wife that it has now come to your attention that you fathered a child back in the year 2000 or whenever you were in matric, and you didn't know and you recently found out? Why have you kept it a secret from your wife?
I was scared, and you know.
Usabani, because this is something that happened way before you met your wife.
Mm.
You are the victim here. Usabani.
Mara, do you understand why he would be scared?
Okay.
Because
The
happy
question
high
is, my
easily.
brother,
No?
Usabani, because you did not father this child while you were married. This is something you didn't know. Why are you so afraid of your wife? Because your wife won't blame you for something that you did not intentionally do. You did not cheat on your wife. When you found out about the child, why didn't you talk to your wife about it? And be honest, is it because you had been cheating? Had your wife caught you cheating at the time? And you felt that if you told your wife, then she was going to judge you and possibly leave you? Be honest with us, my brother.
Actually,
Because
yeah.
without you being honest, we might not find a next step.
My problem is that my wife, I was dating her from school until we got married.
Okay.
Right.
So
Also,
I was cheating.
you
So
were
you're
cheating.
You're right, Nikki.
You were cheating.
You're right, Nikki. Okay, I'm going to ask you something because I think it will be also dangerous of us if we're gonna pretend as if we are not thinking about it. You know, please tell me you were 18 years old when this happened.
Yes, I was.
Okay, that's out of the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then also, so Mizi, he said he was introduced to alcohol on that night.
By that lady.
Yes, but also to sex. Because
You-
then
Sex
it means
also.
he hadn't done it with a girlfriend. Which I think he was a good boy, Shem, because then it's like,
You see
we're
why,
at school, we don't
I-
want mistakes
Okay.
and blah blah. And then bamuphi ngudu.
Ish.
Ingudu yamuphi ngudu. Okay.
That's some predatory
What do
shit,
you want
man.
from us, Anonymous?
I don't know if you can give me nice advice what I can do in this situation, because really I don't know what to do.
Okay.
I want to be with my child. I want her to know the truth, and
But it's Sabi Pois, Anish.
that's the problem. And this guy, the way he loves this child, is doing everything.
Okay.
Ish, my maths is not.
Mathematics.
Yeah. How old is the child now?
20.
I think she's 20.
20, yeah, it happened in
Yeah,
2004.
it's at university.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
now
2004,
this woman wants you to impregnate her again.
Yes, yes. And
How old is this woman?
I'm sure now
She's 40 something.
40 something. Yeah. Yes, I get it why, and I'm not saying it's right, right? So I'll give a quick story.
Keep tapping there, guys.
I was a naughty child, and a teacher who was very physically abusive.
Yeah, corporal punishment.
Corporal punishment.
Yeah.
Sent me to get her water.
Yeah.
Ne? But in a rude way. Then I was like, how do I punish her? I went to the bathroom and then I flushed water in the glass. Ne? Then I brought it to her. I gave it to her. She drank. And then she said, why do you bring me? And I thought, she's going to taste the difference. Let me go back to the flushing. Then I flushed. Then I gave it to her. She didn't tell the difference. So the moral of the story is that this woman doesn't want kids now to look different and blah blah, because this guy's already being sold of the idea that this is his child. So the siblings must look
Exactly
together,
the same.
must look the same.
Shit.
So that's why this woman is doing that.
What happens if the guy knows?
I don't think so. I don't think
Nah, bro, he will
And how
find
much are
out.
they offering you? How much are you being offered, my brother?
She said I must make an offer, and she's willing to do anything.
Can you be bought?
I think so.
Anonymous, stop saying Aish. Let's talk man to man to Somis.
Right now, I'm having the stress of this one that I cannot have, and I must make another one.
Anonymous, what is the are you willing to make an offer? Can you be bought? Yes or no?
No,
Okay, you want to see your child.
I want to be with my child.
You want your child to know her father.
Yes.
And then
You know
legally,
exactly what you need to do.
We'll have to have someone call in and let us know what you can legally do. Whether you can actually demand a DNA test from this woman, because that's the only way that's going to happen. I also don't think that you should be fearing of the cop. They're just doing that so that you can keep your distance. The cop probably knows that this is not their baby. And usually, we like to pride ourselves with when a child is born, and then the aunties and then the grandmothers look at the forehead and say, "Yo, this is not your child. Such a big head. This is probably Mtanaga Masina." So
I think that's the story right now, because that's why she wants another one. Maybe now they are questioning her about why she's only having this child. Why don't they have another one or something?
yeah, because you could find that the guy did go and maybe he's done tests and they've noticed that he can't have kids. So they want this woman to come out with the truth. Maybe it could be a big setup. So, Anonymous, are you ready to fight this war?
Anonymous, before you answer, let me pay the bills. We'll come back with that answer. Are you ready to fight this war? We'll be back.
Okay.
We'd like to be.
Okay, guys. I've switched off the comments actually because I want us to reach 50K nyana lapho. But then let's remember that, nah, when you come here, nah, mother panel, you mute your mic, you say your opinion, you keep it very brief, happy, you do not deviate. So Anonza said, what can I do with actually like this situation? Because he wants to see his child, he wants to be there for his child that he didn't know about for the last 20 years. So let's not deviate. We're going to help him on that only for the sake of time. And please keep it very brief. Nah? Nah? Please and thank you. But then let's reach 50K lap and then we are going to bring back the comments quickly.
A naked DJ, are you ready to fight this war?
Yeah, I think I'm ready. It's been too long.
Because on the other hand, you know, the first time you made love to this woman and she got pregnant, it was under different circumstances. It's over 20 years ago. You guys had no stress. You were young, you were healthy, etc. If you had to attempt making a baby now, she's in her 40s. Now we don't know, you know, if your soldiers are standing at attention through, you know. So you might have to have sex with her for a year or 2 years in order to conceive.
Which is very risky.
So that second option for me is a no-no. And plus, you're a married man. You still need to find a way to speak to your wife first, today,
Yeah.
and tell your wife the truth. And then second, you need to find a way in which you're going to start fighting this war. Because it's totally not on that you have a baby out there that doesn't know the real father.
Yeah.
But honestly, one, I think you by delaying after you've known for 8 years, you are protecting someone who, like someone's dirty
Shit.
deeds.
Yeah.
You know, she really did you dirty. One, and you are continuing to protect her when you are not supposed to protect her. I'm going to take another angle as well and traditionalize it. You are robbing your child depending on, do you believe in your ancestors or not?
I remember Dean now.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
We need
now
Dean
we
for
can have
this
this
one.
conversation. You are robbing your child of a connection with their ancestors because they are busy partnering for an ancestor that does not belong to them.
Yeah.
They are busy. What if that side also they believe in ancestors and they practice all these African spirituality things, and they're busy teaching the child and practicing on the child on things that don't belong to her, and that is going to affect her if it hasn't affected her already. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Yes, but and then now as well, you are blocking your blessings and your light because there's a seed that you've neglected and knowingly, especially, you know, before it's fine, it wasn't your fault. But the minute you found out about it and you continue to hide it and protect whoever you're protecting, you are also blocking your blessings and your ways and whatever.
One, I'd like to ask Somizi and Anonymous. Anonymous earlier on said that this guy treats this child so well, like it's his own child.
Yes.
Now, I also sense that Anonymous also understands this. And am I sensing it correctly, Anonymous, by you saying, because this man treats this child so well, that sometimes you also are caught in two thoughts where you don't want to destabilize what she has known.
Yeah.
And you want her to be in that comfortable place as well. And that's what makes this very difficult.
Yes.
I get where you're coming from, Naked, but rather, I feel sorry for the child. And I feel sorry for the guy if he doesn't know the father, the one that thinks is the father. Because their foundation is on Sandy foundation. Sandy what? It's on Sandy Beach. like it's on given.
Hi, so easy. Hi.
On Sandy, yes, it's not on solid foundation.
Yes, phew.
Yes,
On
it's
Sandy
not, but it's
foundation.
not on solid foundation because they think they have. They think they have what they think they have, and it's not what they think they have.
But what if they know? What if the guy knew that he couldn't bear kids, and he said to her, "You better go." That's traditionally so.
Yes.
Remember back in the day, that's what your aunties and mothers would do.
Yes.
They'd send the father, that the man that can't have children, they'd send him away, and then maybe get a bigger brother, or get a younger brother to say, okay, while your man is away, this guy will give you the kid.
I get that.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that this is an assumption. You know, it's an assumption. So what if the guy doesn't know and the child doesn't know? Both of them, they think they are biological, and he's doing what the father is supposed to do, and poor child is convinced that that's her father. So my thing was that what if they also practice African spirituality? That is going to it's a waste of time. Number one, if they do that, it's a waste of time for the father and for the child, because there's no sense of belonging in terms of the connection. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm saying this so that the anonymous can understand the depth and the importance of him really coming out clean. And then if the guy knew about it, then you can have a conversation with him to say, I understand and I know, Uti, you are raising this child as your own. We can have an arrangement. Because also the
That's what
child
I vouch
cannot
for,
just
actually.
switch and
Yes.
go, oh, that's my father, bye.
No, it's not a child. Not a child anymore.
Yes, a teenager.
No, not even a
Not even
a
a
young
teenager.
adult. A young
That's
adult.
what makes me scared now, because she's at the varsity, and what if she gets a boyfriend with the same name as I am?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Can't know how many kids do you have.
Yeah, not kids. It could be a Mhlongo and another Mhlongo from Kwakwa and from Guruman. And then they meet, they don't know what they are related.
Yeah, they meet his son.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Putam, now that you know, please, for me, stop saying I'm scared of this, I'm scared of that. Do what is right. Putam.
Yeah.
Do what is right and take it slow. Don't just now call everybody and go, hey, lele, so start with your wife, step by step, and then tell the lady, Uti, this is what's going to happen, and you are not buying into being bought. Ne? And then move forward. Good luck.
Yeah. All the best, my brother.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and we'd also love to apologize in advance to Lancet. There'll be a lot of calls coming there today, so you might need to call 911.
Okay. Again, good morning. So we just finished listening to like this story, and like thank you very much for like helping me reach 50K. So now like let's head 400K. Yay. Okay. Quick summary. Go. But I'm gonna disclaimer. But then quick summary, guys. So this guy in 2004, when he was in matric, they went on an excursion, right? So now there was this student teacher lady, right? She introduced him to Joala Lisex, right? So she got him drunk, and then she got busy with him, right? So like that was his first time actually, because he was in high school, matric, finish up. One time hit, fade gone. Years later, 2012, they meet up again at a store as in randomly, hey, what's up? How you doing? Great stuff. Then she was working with a child there, right? Then she told him that actually, this is your child, but You don't have to worry. You don't have to do anything about that. I just wanted to let you know. Bear in mind, was that 2012? They were both married to their partners, not to each other. So as in like she's married there, he's married there with his kids in the shop. Then yeah, shop like then she's like, hey man, like this is your child, but then you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to do shit about it. No, I just wanted to let you know. Thank you very much, Winnie. So sharp. Then later on, like 2 years back, I think, I don't know, but then you guys will correct me. She came back to him now, saying that, look here, I want you to give me another child and I will pay you for that. So now the brother he is very discombobulated now. He's like, okay, first of all, you had as in like this kid like away from me for like 20 years. He didn't tell me nothing. Then you told me not to worry about anything. Then years later again, you are married there. Like your husband is taking like care of my child, yet you want another one. I am married. I have my own as like kids here, my wife here. So now he's very he's very confused there because he still hadn't told his wife is like this story. So now like this thing is kind of eating him up, like like inside, because he yearns for that relationship with the daughter, like from 20 years ago, because like now she is 20 years old now, this child who doesn't know her real father. So now like this is eating him inside. Guys, how can I like tackle this, because I want things to be like now, with him, little child, little wife, little husband, as in like Peter, because now the lady's husband, she is taking great care of this child. Now this lady wants him to give her another child, and she's willing to pay him. What kind of messed up shit is that? But anyway, so you guys can request to come here, but then remember the rules. You come here, you mute your mic, you only speak when you are given the chance to speak, and please keep it very brief. We are not gonna deviate with heady speculations, the paya. We're gonna stick to how can Brian Nonza tackle this whole situation. Now, because like he wants to clear the air with his family, lay the child that he didn't know about for years. Sharp. So before we start, please guys, oh yeah, okay, so we have my little brother Davey, so new people I see, it's fine. Guys, please remember to mute your mic now. Brother Dave, please mute your mic, sire. Hey, Mari, please mute, yeah, please. Okay, maybe that was a mistake, that's fine. Let me play you this quickly, and then we can start this conversation.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised.
And with that said, listener discretion is advised. So now, Nep, okay, quickly, briefly then. My view here, okay, what actually like Somizi said actually, or what, Jonah, like do what's best, nah? Mar like take it one step at a time, So now like speak to your wife, tell her the whole story. Okay, sharp. Yeah, she's gonna be heard very okay, sharp. But then I feel like she's gonna appreciate it. Like you came clean, yet you also didn't know, about this. Happy, she might be willing to actually like help you, with ways on like how you guys can actually go through about this, right? Then, okay, this is just me personally. Né? I think he should meet like with the husband, that lady, and speak to him pila fela, no, like as in like without fighting. You know what, bruh? This is what your wife actually told me, and I didn't know about this because of this and this and this and this and this happened. So reach out to the husband, then see how y'all can actually like work this out, because now like at the end, like this is for the child's sake actually, so like yes, Miss Mpande, yes. So that's what I think actually. Then hey, you can take it like do one step at a time. Okay, lawyers, hey, DNA tests, and then like making sure, okay, cool. Now, how do we actually like make this work for the child? Yes, guys, like that might be very dangerous, but on the other hand, might be the best thing. But hey, that's just my suggestion. Hore, speak to the wife. You take the wife. You guys go there. You speak with them. Hopefully, they'll be sensible enough to actually understand that, hey man, we are victims here. And like the main culprit, that student teacher, lead. Because now she's willing to pay you for like another child to actually but to actually continue like lying to her husband. How messed up is that? But hey, yeah, no, okay, yeah, guys, okay, fair enough, sharp. Like, I might see your comments, but hey, that's just what I see. Sorry, it's fine. Sis Noms, it's cool. Sis Noms,
Sawubona Leeroy.
good morning. How are you?
I am good. Yazi, I saw something that said he was an adult. How are we coming with such double standards when we dealt with somebody who was busy with a 21-year-old? So now you are trying to tell me that an 18-year-old who's still in school uniform is an adult, who was taken advantage of by a woman who was exploring and who could have possibly given that child a disease. So which means she was exploring and she was taking advantage of a child. It doesn't matter to me if you are above 18, because the fact that we dealt with somebody who was doing the same. Now, Lorna, it becomes even worse. You do it at a place of work. So you are sampling a child. This is sampling. You are sampling a child. You are, and me now, if I was the wife, I would not be angry with this person, because I would say the way we were so young, she should not have done this to you. In fact, I'm going to support you. Let's go fetch our child. Minanje, I don't play. I was going to say the fact that she took advantage of you and she knew Uguti you would not say no, because you were a child. At the time it was during adolescent stage, so you were interested in many things, so she played on that. So this is pure abuse. We can't be coming with double standards of saying he was an adult. Which adult is 18 in your eyes? Can an adult be 18? Please help me, sisters, because we are seeing a predator here. She's a predator, this one. She's dangerous. She even did it at a place of work. She gave a child alcohol and took advantage of that child. And now She's doing exactly what I once shared. Ukuthi my sister-in-law did the same with having a child with a man. After 16 years, she went back there, had another child with the same man. Unfortunately for her, it was discovered in 2022 that the kids both belong to another person who's the biological dad. So in this case, the thing of, I wish someone could tell Anonza Oguti, your wife will understand, because your wife knows that you were a child. And I wish the wife also has wisdom to say, you took advantage of my husband when he was a child. Mina nje, I would support him. I would say, let's go fetch our child. Ndodayami, I will support you. Ipoyisa, I won't fear Ipoyisa Liwan. No, I will not fear Ipoyisa Liwani. It's not like he's the police force himself. He's just one man, a policeman. Mhlawumbe naye we could be freeing him from a criminal, because this woman is a criminal. She's a criminal. She's a rapist. She's everything because she's dangerous. Imagine, he's a child. She's a predator, a very dangerous woman. Now she is playing mastermind by saying, I'm gonna go and collect another child and continue scamming these policemen. I want to protect kids, but in the name of protecting kids, is it right for us to protect a woman who's been playing the field for more than 20 years? Is it right for us to protect that kind of a woman? She's very dangerous because what she did at work to a child, Nohal, it's very wrong. I've got a 13-year-old. Imagine my 13-year-old becoming 18 and a teacher does that to him, possibly giving him a disease, possibly giving him a child when she's supposed to be doing practicals for work there. She's doing practical on kids. Mina nje ngithi uwife ngathi nje ningamfonela nimtshele to come have tea with me. I will tell her ukuthi sisi, support your husband, go and fetch that child. Futhi nje go full force uvela uthi husband, we are collecting our child, our daughter from a criminal. Wreak havoc in that household. We won't fear one policeman.
Yeah, Nomzi, you know what? Like, there's a lot of comments here, isn't like that I see, or no, 18, you'll be tried, working as an adult, what. So now I'm like, guys, let's stop with the double standards in working here, because if it was a girl, then, the very same situation happened to a girl. You're been here, guns blazing, fires, the bomb, or here's a predator, he should be done this, he should be done that. But then now, this happened to a guy. Like, no, working kana, wajalawa riki waka 18, the sexy dirang. I'm like, let's stop that actually. There are like women who are predators out here. Mari, because of the social standards, sorry, he protect our ladies, our like. So now like gents are working, they're overlooked also. So those are like one of the things that actually break the society. Hore, we never really consider guys' feelings. But anyway, that's not the topic now. So lona ba lead lona itse ke nne la ko le shapa lona lotlhe ntle. How? Lona le lead every day. So I'm just na retsa recap ha 10 find how guys. Anyway,
Askis.
yeah, my hope you know what like tla rutla bra Dave pele ke tla ke le fa recap nyana sentle, because like bra Dave seems new here, and then like let's welcome bra Dave, guys.
Thank you guys. Ninjani bafethu?
Sapuzela Brian.
Araphila sengiyabingelela kubosisi nabobhuti lana. Yeah, the topic it's very complex lana, because into eyokucala ujida lapha umem uye wamdlala umem lo dangerous kahle kahle. So ngoba uma uyibhekile mhlambe umem kusukela kudala elokambhekile kwaze kwaba nale trip leyo iyoba iya lapha. Umem ugangile ngoba uphuzisa umntwana utshwala. Ngeke sithi umuntu omdala lo muntu lo ngoba uye etripini yesikolo lo. She knows ukuthi she must protect all the children balale kahle. Mara yena ukwazi ukumbiza endaweni yakhe. Then maqeda uzomnikeza yonke into. Then umdakwisile then uthi indoda iphoyisa lithusi guys. Then into khona uJida manje ushadile naloya ushadile. Kumele uJida astand eground yakhe atshele unkosikazi wakhe ukuthi this is the situation that I'm facing now. Maybe ngo 2004 ngisasesikolweni, I know maybe things have happened good, maybe he cheated on the lady maybe down the line, but akamtshela ngale 2004 ukuthi no, there was a foul played lana, then manje this person later ngihlangana naye uthi kwenzeka iphutha mina naye saba nengane, even though akusiphutha kwaba nengane, ingane naye. So then DNA kumele iyenziwe ukukhombisa ukuthi azokwazi ukubona ukuthi ingane eyakhe or akusiyakhe, njengoba ushilo uthi 63% of us men, ngiyazibala, maybe I'm raising kids that are not mine, I don't know. You understand? So then uma i-DNA iphumile, then izosho ukuthi umntwana kabani, umntwana kusuka kabani. Remember thola ukuthi vele iphoyisa alikwazi ukwenza abantwana. Sorry need to say that. Thola ukuthi iphoyisa alikwazi ukwenza abantwana, then usisi lo ufuna omunye umntwana ukwenzela ubrother wakhe or umntwana or sister wakhe umntwana, sibling yakubo, ngoba uyazi ngalo ukuthi iphoyisa maybe alinabantwana. Unless maybe ngabe akhulumile anonza ukuthi no, umbuzile kulomfazi ukuthi does the police officer has another child outside, maybe bekuzoba na something ukuthi maybe this lady maybe vele ufuna umntwana lomjida, but uJida naye ngathi akekho 100% ngoba manje bafuna ukumbribe ngemali. Unaye ngathi akekho 100% sure ukuthi does he want to do this thing for the sake of money or unjani, ngoba manje ubuza iziquestion ngale bamphendula bosomizi ukuthi kanti why wena ufuna ukuthengwa na, are you both to be bathini isilungiseni leso.
Yeah, Leo, it's fine. It's fine.
So into ekhona uAnonza kumele atshele umfazi wakhe ngoba it's a thing that happened before, not during their marriage. Indoda eqotho kumele ikwazi ukuvikela umndeni wayo. Manje remember, if angayenza lento le athi bayenze lo mfazi lo atshelo Anonza athi asiyenze lento le, I will pay you, then now he's gonna have a second child. Umfazi mhlambe angazi, maybe kwasibani njengoba ushilo sesinoni ukuthi nami ngamlanda umfazi ngimtshele or athole umuntu ozoma-advise amtshele ukuthi no man, support your husband, this is the thing, go and find out ngalo ukuthi lo mntwana lona walakhana sikwazi ukumbuyisa ekhaya ngendlela right. Remember Somizi spoke about amasiko ukuthi umntwana ngale uloku mhlambe wenza izinto zokuthi akumele azenze ngale because upractice iculture yokomunye umndeni, kanti angeze ekhaya yonke into yakhe izocaceka abe right.
Apologies, guys. Uli, his network is not the best, so you guys can't see me because I'm at the office. But everybody that was on the panel can come back, and we can carry on the conversation. But I also cannot be here long, so I might just end the live at 12 or 12:30 today because I do have a meeting. I do have a meeting to go to at like 1 o'clock. So can anybody come up and recap, because I also wasn't here for the Oscar Men segment. I also wasn't here. So can anyone come up and do a recap for people? Lee, my friend's network is not the best. Please don't be shocked, guys, because I am at work.
Hi, Mimi.
Hi, Sis Nons. How are you?
Okay, so recap is that Anonza was doing matric 2004. He was doing matric and they went to a school excursion, and then when they went there, he was offered alcohol by the teacher, and then the teacher did away with his youth. When the teacher did away with his youth after they came back from the excursion, they the teacher departed from the school. She went to work somewhere, and then I think 8 years ago, he met the teacher at a mall. They are both married at the time. And then the teacher says, actually, the child that I'm with is yours. This is your child. So now, after meeting, he did not officially meet the child. He was just told that this is your child. So, and then later on, the same woman, the same danger, says to Anonza, actually, I would like to offer you money so that you can give me another child, because right now I am in need of another child, because the kids are supposed to look alike, because actually they are from the same man. So Anonza says that he's concerned because the 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 alleged father that has been lied to is a policeman, and he feels that he would not be safe because the guy could do anything when he finds out, since, well, the policeman is very present in the child's life. He provides for the child, he loves the child, so he fears that it could be dangerous for him. But Usisi is willing to pay him for another child.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say. Guys,
So basically, he wants to know Uguti what should he do, because also he feels like he would be disturbing the life of the child, because the child has got a balanced life. He's living with both parents, and it seems like it's a happy family. So he's also concerned in terms of disturbing the child's life, and also fearing that the policeman may retaliate when he finds out. So that's the thing now. And now he's sort of like afraid, because at the time when the teacher took advantage of him, he was in a relationship with his current wife, which means he dated his current wife from high school. They got married. She's still the same woman he was with when he was 18. So he's also afraid that it's a thing of he has cheated on his wife when they were at school. So that's the recap.
sure. Okay, I'll come back and give my 2 cents, guys. I need to step out of here. Lee, you can come through, Ndwanene. Let me mute my mic, and then you can carry on with the show, and then I'll come back. Lee.
Yeah. Sure. Guys, know what? Like, my apologies. Right? Sometimes living in the hood. Anyway, so yeah, that's the chat actually now. For now, how should he go about this now? Actually, okay, how do I speak to my wife? How do I build a relationship with this child now? So yeah, please, like, guys, like, feel free to come and request here. But then, okay, sharp. Basically, brother, this is norms. Like, we're saying the same for brag. Do not be fearful for he podisa because now I'm thinking the way he kind of like described the Poisa guy. He's very caring, he is like he sounds very sensible, Gape, he will understand that actually this is not your fault, Mpenjak. Yeah, feel this hurts like crazy or even so on just the row it's anale mang so now me have, but at a point they will all be like, actually, you are not wrong, my friend. The wrong one is this one. What makes it very, very heartbreaking, and worse is that she wants to pay him, guys, for another one, for another secret, like, don't do it, lab, which is something very disturbing, because like you're like literally like 2 weeks back there were stats here for women who are lying to their partners like about their kids. 63% no yan. You are complaining happy gore. How do you deal with these guys that prey on on kids? Happen not not just guys actually, even like ladies too, who prey on kids and then like makes them do crazy stuff like this. Now, yet you find a lady who still wants to continue with that, né? And then hide behind, no, but then guys protect our ladies. Like, ish, I wanna lead comment it's you know what, like they kind of disturbed me and like it's our no 18 omogolo, so now you working, you'll be held responsible, yet like you know what, that really threw me off actually. For now, we are literally turning a blind eye to women that more kids, that grape kids, all in the name of as when uyindoda wena wena sewumdala manje. But they're like the very same thing. No. That was before like my network cut actually. But they're like there were those comments where no, he was 18, so now he was responsible so now like he should be tried like an what was that adult. I was like, gents, no, we really cannot believe like that, no, as a society, and especially when we are trying to actually like fix people here, no, and around us, yet we're still hiding behind certain standards for women. Le Majid. That's really not fair anyway. But anyway, as in moving on, so we are left with let's okay, let's drag it to 20 minutes now, no, because we know Dean, no, like age, like no, like Dean can talk. But anyway, so Dean,
Mangona mahle bantwana benkosi sanibona.
eh, ya kgosi ya ka re go dumedisa le wena.
You know, in the world we live in, it's very difficult to be a man.
Like here, please. Thank you.
The struggle of being a man is a challenge we go through on a daily basis. But God, after creating everything, He blessed us with a beautiful woman, Martin. But this should be the labor that you'll work hard for. So we appreciate that we have beautiful sisters that clearly cleanse our eyes in times of hardship. Nevertheless, you know, last week, that the range that was on this group was amazing. It was phenomenal. I saw people that were requesting for the very first time. The whole panel was full of people. It was so much that people had to drop after commenting. That's how much enraged some of my beautiful sisters were. We have a typical pedophile case right now. We have a young boy that was drugged and raped. And the audacity of less cared, free-spirited people that are like, nah, we can argue this one. There's room,
Yeah.
So it shocks me that I don't know what kind of thought you even have to be to even saying he was 18. We're talking about someone that just got drugged and raped.
Oh yeah, but Dean, like let's avoid hospital said the R word now.
Oh,
So like
sorry.
yeah, so rather say grape.
So now within the juices of this juice that is being made, this man finds out that, hey man, there are fruits that were spoiled on that day. And they are bestowed to this guy just by passing in a mall. And a couple of months later, there's a request to do the very same thing. No one is talking about. No one is talking about how sick this woman might be. No one, Njaka, it's petty. And as much as people are saying, yeah, but the woman is, it's light. We're just saying it. There's no violence that was there when a man came through. I'm just saying the double stand. I said this, and sis nons will understand. Will immediately when Anonza started speaking, I was like, I hope you'll see the double standards that are going to be here today. And to prove my point, that as much as most of our comments are valuable and relevant, if our morals, our teen ourselves, are not based on a certain behavior, we will always flip and flop. We'll always change. That's why sometimes we will run ourselves through the wall just because of our morals cannot change. Not to please the comments or not to please people that are listening, but based on the fact that I am a firm believer on A. Yabo, sis Noms, I can tell you, sis Noms, I can tell how she thinks and how she understands things. It does not change. It whatever be the topic, might ever be the gender, her firm is her firm. She stands on business. And then you'll see comments with people that are not yet decisive and not sure where to stand. You see people that are angry that are males. You see people that are angry and they are females. And they'll be biased based on their own genders. But coming back to the story, it saddens me that, even in the most cruelest places, a woman can request a man to give him a child, give her a child, to be raised by another man, creating the absolute confusion amongst families, having another child being raised in another surname, and knowing the truth and being able to sleep about it, knowing very well that that person is causing problems in the near future. Unfortunately, I'm not holy enough to condemn anyone, but this is an evil deed. And for the fact that she can request it and wants to pay for it, clearly, this woman does not love this man that she's currently married with, but love the spouse that comes with the marriage. Because you'll never want to hurt someone that you love so much. This woman has no dignity for any marriage, because you wouldn't ask a married man to sleep with you and cheat on his wife so that you may be able to cover up your tracks. There's no oath of respecting the institution of marriage itself within this woman. And the scary part about it, that she's willing to deceive her own family just to hide the truth and destroy another household just to benefit from the truth and the lies that she currently finds herself into. It is sad that we live in such a community where selfish people don't have a problem destroying good, happy marriages that doesn't mind taking advantage of. Because clearly, if she was a student teacher, then she was a couple of years older than this boy. That we understand. Probably she was already in a relationship with the man that she's currently married to. Because it would only balance when we doing the math. Good, they were already dating with the man that they are married to. But my view is just that we need to do better as a community. We need to do better as society. And unfortunately, these are the things we have to go through, where we have to condemn people. I like how Sis Nom says, as a woman, I would support my husband. And that's the only best thing a woman can do. Support the husband that was a victim of a naive older woman that had evil plans even before then and even before now. Because you can see this was planned to the T, and it worked according to the woman that is the mother of the child that just came forth. That's my 2 cents.
Let's call her for what she is, fam. She's
A
a
pedophile.
pedophile. Yeah, no, I will. Cause, guys, like, how do you, but, okay, anyway, Bradin, thank you very much, man, for your input, bruh. So, because of time, go first is K, 1 minute, 2 minutes, then me, then we skip, nah? Oh, guys, okay, So when you type now, barking, please like this box here, nah. When I like this small box over here, please like that one, nah, and then like let's try to recover the 50K we had, eh? But it's fine. Thank you very much. Sis K, let me mute here. My neighbors are loud as fuck. But yeah.
Hope everyone had a good weekend. This is quite a hectic start to the week. Hearing a story like this, I think like there's a problem, especially in educational spaces, where women are supposed to be caretakers for minors, but they're not, and I see this happen quite a lot actually in the case where the woman is the predator. It's usually in like an educational kind of situation where she's in a teaching role or something. And I find that like very scary, because school is the place where kids are supposed to be safe. And I don't know if you guys have been hearing about this Nickelodeon documentary about the child stars who are talking about their experience on set. And one of the mothers of the child stars was saying in the interview that like a child is only as protected or as safe as the adults around them. And I think that's very true, because, if the adults, I think it was Dean was talking about morals and values. If you have morals and values that keep changing, you're not an adult that should be around, young people. Because, that saying, it takes a village to raise a kid. We are the village, but like, what is a village when the people are not safe people to help raise your children? So yeah, I feel like the wife of the victim, hopefully, like, I think she will be supportive. I think she may get over the fact that the guy cheated on her in 2004, which was like 20 years ago, because there's something bigger. There's a bigger picture issue happening with the fact that he's a victim, and then there's children involved. So yeah, I think that I agree with everyone else saying that the guy should just tell his wife. His wife will probably support him, and they should then cut ties however they can with the woman. But that would be difficult because they have a child. So I don't know how that would work. I also know that dating police officers is kind of tricky, because the very reason why she doesn't want to tell her husband is because of the fact that he is a police officer. He can kill or do anything and get away with it. So that's also an issue. I don't know what the way forward is, but the guy who is the victim really does have to tell his wife. That's all I have to say.
Okay, reason I believe something now, okay, sharp. Like, I'm not very like, as in like, deeply religious, or maybe like but then like one thing that I know for sure is that you will always be you will always be protected by what you believe in. So whether it's Jesus or your God or your Allah or the ancestors. So what I heard when I like from like his tone, really how he speaks like a guy who's really grounded, be like, like whether by religion or like by the gods. So he is protected. Do not worry. I want A1, like that one we can feel rotle mo gare awa. What's again, ne? Le Magoya, we are gonna protect him. We have these norms here. Come on, man. But anyway, sure. Mimi, come through.
Hi guys. I'm kind of whispering because hey, but Dean, where's Dean? If I ever needed Ubudon Jengawe, it would be today. Yo, Bayang Flumeza guys here at this place. But anyway, now we'll talk about it. Hey guys, Usis Noms recapped this story for me, and I feel like as kwatanga enough, you know, as kwatanga enough, and I think kwamele sibheke ukuthi yindaba. Are we not angry at the fact that this woman, Okokala, offered a young child Ujwala in order to be able to take advantage of him? We were up in arms a few days ago, when this old man was dating a 20-year-old who consented to be in a relationship with him. But this guy was literally abused. He was taken advantage of. Askwatanga kakhulu, guys. We are not angry enough. And I'm actually proud of the fact that, you know, everybody on the panel is like, no, this woman is definitely a predator. This woman is you know, she deserves to be thrown, you know, somewhere and locked up, and the key should be thrown away because what? And nakona, why are we not fetching this woman? Like, I sometimes wish the people that come to ask a man can like come directly to Makoya, because why are we not fetching this woman? Because it's clear ukuthi this is something she has done before. Akonakali ukuthi ube yi-pro in something like this. This is something that was done before. She knows exactly what she's doing. Lapo, she's a teacher. How do we protect our children from such teachers? I remember having a conversation with someone, and we were talking about gender-based violence and all of that, on how, you know, each gender could be abused or essayed in like one way or another. And this person said to me, Uguti, we are dealing with the majority right now. We are not dealing with the minority being men who are abused. And I'm like, just because it's a minority, we do not talk about it. Bega manj. This poor gentleman has the potential to lose out on a marriage he has worked so hard for because someone took advantage of him and produced a child from it. What if now the wife doesn't forgive him? What if the wife thinks, no, when you cheated? Some other people, cheating is the biggest deal breaker. No matter this boy has the potential of losing out on a marriage that he has worked so hard for, because of one woman being selfish. And this woman is being selfish because she knows ukuthi, even if people were to find out, they will tell themselves ukuthi, no, lo mfana seduced me. Not good to me. I got the poor boy drunk. Ngalala naye. It's you know, if ever she was to go out and say ukuthi, this boy was the one that came onto her, do you know how many women would believe that? Do you know how many women would buy into that story? It happens all the time. Like Kay was saying, guys, we see it all the time. Varsity colleges, we see it all the time, where teachers have sexual relationships with their male students. In this case, this boy did not consent. Even in the one where they consent, the same way we were having an uproar with that 21-year-old. This one was molested at 18. 18. He is still a teenager. But okay, guys, I don't know.
And me, but again, me, you know what, like, you know what, like me and you today, but we are here actually. Cause it's again, you got the fucking up, ne? But then I'm like, let me just calm down. So for those who are late, I just so reply, you know what, like, you really missed out. So okay, sharp. So basically, we're saying that he just come clean to the wife actually, because this is just beyond him now, you know. Happy he didn't actually cheat as such. I mean, I'm like, that was way before they got married. Yes, yeah, like maybe they were dating then, but like that's okay, cool. But then now, here's a lady here.
Lee,
Yeah.
can you just say something? Ubuntu guys, can't you tell the wife, Uti, can the husband contact one of us? Because now,
Whoa.
Mina, I really want this woman. Something must be done to her. There is no way you're gonna have the guts to go back and tell this poor boy that you molested at 18, that you wanna pay him into giving you a second child. It trauma engag.
Wait,
No.
Mimi, wait. Maybe you lost me, Anala. Buntu knows this guy.
The wife, yeah. They are his neighbors.
Hi, are you guys in the comments?
Yeah,
From
actually, I'm like,
Ubuntu
Hakuna Buntu
Sanbona, by the way.
Lala.
Leroy, when you had opened the live earlier on, she joined, the wife joined. And then Ubuntu has told us on the comments that the wife is here. And now she has come back to tell us again, Ubuntu, she just received an inbox from the guy's wife saying that she thanks us for opening her mind to the fact that the husband was a victim. So in this case, it's norms. I think you win. Wife I think should contact you. Ni plan ukuthi nizoyihandlisha kanjani lento. Just give her the support.
Okay.
Can the husband also like contact us, guys? Because
Yeah, please.
that woman is a predator and she shouldn't be in the streets. I'm sorry. She shouldn't be in the streets.
So Bontukazi, please talk to the wife to ask the husband to come join this live and sikhulume naye if that is possible.
Barki Magana is K. Oh, yeah. So, Noms. Yeah, boo.
And also put sense on it. According to says, this is not allowed. Mina, I want to know in terms of it says, because we know that teachers are not standing on their own. There's a board that governs them, which is called says. According to says, and how this excursion was planned, there was never anything on the agenda where we sleep with kids. There was never anything on that agenda. So Mina also, because if she thinks ukuthi yena she can buy umuntu wesilisa to give him ama-seeds, mhlawumpe she must answer to says, because naye u-Anonza, I wish she can tell her ukuthi yazini iphoyisa ngiyalibona kwawena nje.
Okay, fine. Since you want to take your call, it's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry about that. So because abanye abantu, when they have imali encane that God blesses them for them to have a good livelihood, they take advantage. So she will answer to say ngoba I don't think this is on the agenda of student teachers doing this. Fanele nje says nayo isize ngayo.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the student teacher things working can happening. Oh, flip. Okay. Sorry about that. I just got a work thing now. No, sorry about that. But yeah, so Baraki Magana says, okay, remember what, remember, remember when I said that whatever he believes in will reach, and then, working, kind of like things will happen. Look at, what just happened now.
Yeah, you're. I was just scared of the police officer, honestly, guys. Statistically, police officers can be dangerous in situations like this, so that's my only worry. But
then,
shout out to.
hence we are saying, Uguti, can the husband inbox us, because we have ways to go around this, guys. We can talk people out and into anything. There's no policeman that's gonna do anything to this man, and yeah, can he just inbox us and then say "Qedelela lapho," because I really want this woman off the streets, because if he's gonna do this to a young boy at 18, she's still a teacher now, she's working somewhere else. How do we know she's not doing that to another young boy?
Okay.
So
You know what? Yeah, no. Ubuntu, please get in contact with me Noms Licenzo, I think. Yeah. So Angie, we can see how we can actually help you guys, because we are cleaning the country one live session at a time from Monday to Friday, and that's how we're gonna wrap up now.
Thank you, guys. I also wanted to request that maybe we should send a referendum to Parliament to request that they give us Senzo Meyiwa's case. I
I
know
just said,
within.
so we're not that good. It's like,
Senzo Braga. Hey, so it's like me, I'm just a graphic designer, fam. I wanna so hagi design it, Braga. Hide, but then fade. It's all good. So guys, yeah. So with that note, we are gonna jump to talk to me into an. Okay, so H Barget, like we just had a young technical glitch. I mean, like Joe Barget, like you know, my network is dizzy. So hey, man. So but then, please keep tapping your top right screen, like this one for likes there. Like okay, let's maybe reach about 20K at least because we lost 50K guys likes, but it's fine. It's all good. God is still good. So here's my story for working Ghana today, guys. Now, what's what is the overall goal? Well, the daily overall goal get more than 50 likes, a little gift. So just have fun, yeah. But they like gift Magoya here, now like not me here, up here. Anyway, so guys, like there's a story that I saw during the weekend, like about a celebrity couple, right? So I really found this interesting because now this is again the woman's fault actually, but then we can discuss this very later. But then you guys know Tia Mori, right? She's one of those working kind of twin girls from Tia Litiara. Yeah, I think, right? So now there's a story here where she regrets messing up her marriage, you know? Yeah. Working can from the view, yes. So now this is what she said. I ruined not just my marriage but my whole life by leaving my husband. I left him for absolutely no reason. He was very nice to me. Nah, I regret leaving him. I was distracted by another man who promised to treat me better, but he didn't. And I found that very interesting actually. Hore. This is a like lady who's a public figure, who's very beautiful, who is showing that you can also admit your flaws, you know? You don't have to hide behind Jorge Banagidincha, but still. No. She messed up. She realized her own mistakes. Yeah, because like most gents actually do that actually because like Rona Rabona Marahwa and they were like, "Ah." So now what made this actually very interested to me or a lady actually of a great stature. She's like, dude, I messed up my whole life, Maji, because I thought the grass was greener on the other side. Kane, wah wah. So which reminded me of this other story that my friend actually gone through something similar, but they're like not exactly. So now, ladies, how often would you admit your flaws in your relationship, like besides blaming it on what or this or that or who knew? Because like we know this actually that like most ladies like they would rather blame other things, or like other people, instead of saying, you know what, ne, like I fucked up. So now I really want to get ladies' view on this story, like how they handle such things, like again, in their lives, or as in like taking their accountability or not. It's me there, right? So okay, yeah, Mimi will be first. It's fine. So Mimi, so what do you think? Of this student like pile pile, yeah, sharp like one.
Guys, just a heads up, ne? 12:30. I'm gonna have to cut because I have to go to a meeting. Ne? Is that
Oh,
okay?
yeah. Okay, so now we are gonna cut the show actually, like ka 12:25. So now we're gonna have to keep.
No, it's fine. We can cut it exactly at 12:30 because my meeting is at 1. So
Okay.
we go back to prepare and all of that. Okay, so with regards to this, I feel like the only reason she feels guilty is because the grass wasn't greener, not because she broke someone's heart. So if that relationship had worked out, she wouldn't be feeling guilty. You understand? She would be happy that the risk that she took actually worked out in her favor, which is an absolute shit thing to do to someone because you cannot. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a, it's an absolute shit thing to do because the only reason why you are feeling disappointed or regretful is because what you wanted did not want you, and you left what wanted you. And you left a whole marriage because you were promised, not given, promised a different, type of love or whatever it is. And I feel like as women that we do that a lot. We tend to want more, you know. We tend to want more, and when we don't get that more, then we come back and we say, "Ish," but Slima, and the self-awareness does not come from the hurt that we hurt people. It comes from the fact that we asitholang into esifunang. And that's a thing that us as women need to have. It's a conversation that us as women need to have as a collective. We are not the exception, guys. I don't know if I'm putting this in the right context. We are not the
Yeah, no.
exception. We cannot go around hurting people because we are saying we want to choose ourselves. I remember there was a gentleman who once told me and he can never put his trust in a woman's love because women tend to want to choose themselves in some cases. Like she would leave a happy marriage because Loa Ngaphandle has more to offer. Do you understand? Forgetting that they put all this effort, they set vows, they put in work. Ukuthi lo mshado has to be what it is, right? But the minute she sees something that's more tantalizing outside, they would not even think twice for leaving that. And I remember when this guy's story broke out, people said he cheated. He was the one who cheated. And girl wanted, greener pastures and whatever. So, but either way, even if it's fake news or not, we're never gonna really know what happened in that marriage. You understand? It always can't be the fact that we see every time these celebrity stories break out, the guy cheated or the guy did this or whatnot. Even if it's fake news, it's a conversation worth having because these things do happen. But yeah.
Well, Mimi, you know what? Like that made me realize something. You know what? Like not just women, but then like we we tend to chase perfection, then we never really realize actually this 60% actually like that I have here, it's more valuable than the gold-plated silver that you see going, you know. Okay, like most gents would want like a good wife who's a good mother, who can clean, who can cook, who works, who does this, who actually does that. Yet their partner ke the 60%, no? Kore fela hana thin waist nyana, or maybe hana degree, and then motho a re aowa nna ke rata slay queen sele, at least they are no hot on Instagram, then later di mo shapo ko pele. Same thing happens with barking kind of like ladies actually, because something similar happened to me like a few years back, like everything was great pila fella, but then just because of a simple misunderstanding about what she wanted, you know, yeah, cut, and I'm like, wow.
You know what?
Anyway, this is not about me. Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think I should take back the statement I said when I said women. I think it's more of a human thing. Like
Yes.
human beings, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there I was completely wrong. I think I should say it's a human thing because I feel like we chase perfection and we don't know what perfection is. And for the fact that we don't know what perfection is, we're going to forever keep chasing it. And we are forever going to keep stamping on people's toes looking for that perfection because we're never going to find it. We don't know what it is. And I think we also need to come to terms as human beings is that whoever you date, even if you date the richest, the most handsome, or the most beautiful woman, there is someone out there who looks better than them. There is always someone who looks better than the next person. Always. So you will never find that perfection because the minute you're in a relationship, you are going to see a Dean, or you're in that relationship, you're going to see a Leroy, and then you're in that relationship with Leroy, you're going to see a Senzo. It's forever. It's forever, ever.
So basically actually today, like the lesson actually today, okay, let's stop. Oh no, actually, you know what? Like, there's a song about it actually. Like, it's like I guess WV or TLC, but don't go chasing waterfalls, guys. If not so, you wanna drown. Just stick to your river, silly lake, nyana tsa hao tse about it's like diwe ho ba mnate. Hona fela as long as fella your heart ne e re e bona cut. Hona tse tsa hore marago a makima. He degree. He wena ha wena o itse go apapa. You can get lessons. But can kind of like mo TikTok mo pila fela o sharp. Mari because wena o nyaka chef. Ai, mari fedi. Guys, we are left with 30 minutes. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's say 5 minutes each. Strictly 5 minutes each. No more guests actually because Mimi has to leave. So Angelina I have to leave anyway. Sharp.
Leroy, a request. I will give my 5 minutes to Undabezi to Dean, so he'll speak for 10 minutes. Ngicela ukwehlela ngezansi.
Okay, so you know what? No Mzili Dini, they will okay, like share it, it's fine because because we know why, but it's fine. Noms,
Kahle shooting ngamanye amagama. Dean must just nje disappear for you because I know. But when Leroy, that's the thing with people. I was I'm always happy to see the true colors of people. I remember there was someone we parted ways in a way that could have left me. It left me shattered. Thank God I did not choose to unalive myself or anything. But the embarrassment, it was so great. And then he had the nerve to come back when the wife did the same when they did unto each other, and then say, now that I see it, after 12 years, now that I see it, my mother was right, my aunts were right. And I said, Koda, if your marriage went well, would you have come and say, actually, I'm very sorry, the embarrassment was big for you because you had to leave your home and go relocate, go somewhere. It was so big. So that's how people are. It's like the notion that it's like something I saw. A guy was posting, Ati, I can't even communicate my feelings because the owner of the relationship does not allow and stuff. So it's humans are they are very tricky for me. Trust me, they are very tricky, and you will never sort out a sincere apology for someone unless things did not go well for them. You will never sort out a sincere apology or even get it, because people tend to move on, and there's no thing of, I'm happily married, but what I did to you was very wrong. I wish you peace. I wish you long life, because I realized that it took some parts of your life that you should have kept. It took a lot from. They will never. So when dealing with human beings, be careful, Shem. Build walls around your heart, because some of them are coming for it, and cardiac arrest will be your portion. I just pray for you all, because human beings are very tricky for me. Unfortunately, I've given birth to two human beings that must live amongst you, that must marry your daughters and your tricky families. My worry is that I should not have gone there, because now my sons, I must protect them through prayer and protect them physically and protect them verbally. It's a lot for me. But anyway, we are headed for the caves. That's where we are going with my two boys. You can have their father. It's fine. He does not belong to me. He's somebody else's son. You can have him. It's all right. To the caves.
To the caves. Oh, okay. You know what? Like, there's something that I wanted to say, but leave it. It's fine. Oh, hey, wait again. Wait again. Like, nigga, breaking on this norms. What? Like, the world is so dizzy right now that, like, literally, four gens actually, like, so far, nah? Now I'm going to comment, me included. Bro, we like, waiting, like, what I'm jolo wise, no, yeah, I'm a brahutis. The gore, you know what? Born, we born. Ritual, go. It's like, let's vibe. Ritual.
Lona busy because le batla ntho tse di sa le batleng, and then once you ba le kore la ba juta le ba peakane le ba beakanye, and then ba le qome within the relationship ba le bontsha hore boso ke mang, and then you guys are like, hey, ba fetse, hey, umjale le tlogela the well-rounded women bo Lola, bo Makhumalo, bo Kayla ba tlogela because nje ha se di slay queen. O sa tla mo le re botse re mojolo o dizzy, please.
Wow. Dean, please help me, dog.
People that are in happy relationships will say comments like these ones. Then you will see people are happy. We're not judging them. We understand that people are happy in their relationships, and as single people or single people then will have to then hear these comments. You know, the crazy thing about the grass is greener on the other side is that we take it on a connotation of the third viewer. The saying, in fact, is of the neighbor talking to himself after watching the neighbor's house and seeing him work very hard to take care of that grass. The true statement is that the grass is greener where it's fixed. And only in relationships that we give ourselves to, we see green grass, you know. And it's for our neighbors to comment and appreciate the effort that we are doing in our relationships. And then they will say the grass is greener on the other side. Because it's the lack of effort that you put into a relationship that makes the grass dies. The sadness of this is that on today's stories alone, we see a very active woman in deceiving people. And we see a person that probably took advice from people that were very good in deceiving people and took wrong facts. You know, because I promise you, there was a friend in the corner saying, dump this guy. This guy is not right for you. There was a friend, and it was a female friend, and she was single. I can guarantee that was supporting this movement of her leaving her husband. And we say it, with only broken women will break more women, because it is the advice that you'll give each other. You know, even Leroy, you'll correct me if I'm wrong. Tina, as men, knowing very well that your girlfriend is cheating on you, opting to break up it's very hard for us to say such things. Good, we hardly give that advice. As I'm saying to men, we hardly give each other that advice. Dampam tone and Jaka, release this woman. She's not. We hardly give that advice, knowing very well she's not good enough for you. She's not perfect for you, but we hardly give that advice. And it's sad because now you have thrown something so pure, something so beautiful. Probably a guy that was even loyal to the 10th of it. And now you are seeing your friend that she's built for the streets and you are not. She's a Golf GTI, and when you are just a Mercedes, you are comfortable and calm and collected. You can't handle the pressure of the street, and you then remember home. But you know what? Wherever I am now, where I was, it was very better. I was able to rest. I was able to sleep, and that's the shock and the reality of leaving things that we don't fully appreciate. That when they are gone in our presence, we then find how massive of a job it's been doing in our lives. You know, it's only when we lose the people that actually did give a 2-minute care about us, only when we see them gone, then we actually understand. But you know what? I messed up. And when it comes to the point where you can even spit it out with your mouth, it shows you the level of hurt that you find yourself in as a person, you know. But we'll carry on watching Abo Mimi. How are they doing this thing within Yom Jolo? And we will take notes. LeeRoy, I'm talking about us problematic children. We'll go to the cave if we're also invited and find space. But I'm just saying, for people with good hearts, it's not a safe place to be. The world that we currently find ourselves in, it's really not safe.
But you know, sometimes, like, the heart can be very stupid, eh?
Very
And like,
deceiving, and it's confusing because the Bible would then say, I'll give you the pleasures of your heart. And there's another scripture that says, do not trust your heart because it's a very good
exactly.
deceiver.
You see?
So now we are here stuck. We are looking at the heavens. We are confused as because we don't know if we should follow what our hearts tells us, while our brain is keep on giving us red flags. This is danger, but the heart is saying
The heart
it
is like,
wants what it wants. Guys, have you ever loved a poison knowing very well it kills you every day, but you continue passionately being faithful to it? You see, that's the issue that we find ourselves in. So, hence I'm saying, let us fall in love with our minds. Let's have a cold heart to anything that might harm our peace. Let's have a very cold, deceiving heart to anything that might disturb our perfection in being us. And let us love and fall in love with our minds. If it makes sense for you, yes, fall in love. If Undlovgazi makes sense in every aspect of your life, fall in love with such a person. But immediately when you start seeing that you are then overriding things that you shouldn't, you are then caring less about you, then just know what you are loving with the heart. Because the heart is a great deceiver and we shouldn't be deceived by our own heart.
Wait, it didn't, nah? There's something that I realized actually, like, since I've been living here, Mahautini, like, we need to have some like level of contentment actually, yeah. Because working can beyond the Mjolo thing, like, you know, it's Gauteng, yeah, you know, like the lifestyle, hey, you must have money, this and that. Then me, I was broke as fuck, me. So now I was like, you know what? When I wanted to Henny's champagne, I feel, you know, and like, I can't afford them, so let me stick to beer. Since then, actually, now, as in like, I wanna going clubbing right now, isn't like, doesn't make sense anymore. Now, sharp now. So what I'm saying there, ke gore, sometimes you're gonna see better, you know, like you're gonna see like a guy with like more money. He seems like he's well off, no? Or maybe you're gonna see some girl like with a nice ass, and then you like, ah, but then that really doesn't mean her like they are better here than here for you. So rather just learn some level of contentment, which standing that. What?
Leroy,
Okay,
network how
quickly.
network
Yeah,
is back. Your network
I think it's
is
yours.
crazy again.
Okay, let me just finish this quickly. This is what I okay. This is what I live by actually. Nah? Um, if it's beyond your control, Zora, whether you yearn for it or maybe you feel like, hey, the heart wants what it's wants, Sheva. If it's beyond you, Zora, learn to be okay with who you are, what you have, how you're gonna go forward with it. That's me before my network cuts out sharp. That's me. Sis K.
I actually didn't know about this situation with Tia. I remember she got divorced last year and there was a lot of ups and downs going on. She was talking about how, like, she's the breadwinner in that relationship and, she's been holding everyone in that household down. So maybe the divorce is honestly coming from a place of like just being exhausted from like being the breadwinner, especially being a woman, because I think either as a woman, like your husband is either supposed to go like 50-50, or he should be somehow contributing financially, but maybe he's only contributing with like the kids or something. But for her, she felt like this isn't enough. I don't know. But I just feel like it's interesting to see, like, it's reminding me of the Tyrese situation with his wife, where his wife said something similar, that like she divorced him because her friends, like a lot of her friends were just telling her like, no, you should go for these like well-off guys, you should go for, because yeah, she's a baddie, and I don't think I've seen Tyrese being booked and busy, so maybe he doesn't have the money like that. I don't know, but regretted divorcing him, and he also spoke out about that. And as a woman, I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I regretted like making a mistake with a guy. And I don't think a guy has ever come up to me and told me like, yo, I fumbled. So when it comes to this conversation, I feel like, I don't know about Tia feeling like she wants the grass to be green on the other side. I really don't know what happened in that marriage, but if they get back together, good for them. I think divorce is very difficult, and it's very common to actually see people get divorced and then like want to come back together again. I saw that happen with my parents. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
Okay.
Um,
Yo, Mimi.
guys, and this is for my ladies, ne?
Okay.
How do we get like? I'm just speaking on the point that Kay made, which she was probably and she's right. She did say ukuthi at some point she was the breadwinner. I remember. And there was this whole conversation around the fact that she's the breadwinner and I think he cheated, something like that. Or she was tired. late daughters they're always tricky. Men are sleeping with men. Hey, 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 but what I wanna ask is, as women, are we saying it's okay to be tired of taking care of umdeni wakho as the breadwinner, as the woman?
No, that's not, sorry to cut you off. That's not what I think it is. I think like any person who is the breadwinner is going to be stressed because having that financial responsibility, regardless of your gender, is like stressful already. Even if you were like a single mother or like a single father, like you would be stressed because everything and everyone depends on you to eat. So it's a very stressful thing to be a breadwinner, regardless of your gender.
Oh, okay, but like now we are actually saying that we understand what it's like to be a man, because men are usually breadwinners in their households and whatnot, and they hardly ever complain. So
Well,
okay.
let me, okay, forgive me. You are, like, you are raising another working thing now, actually. But okay, do you know I'm so quickly, you know, then Khotla Ndlovu guys, ne? So give for 10 seconds each.
I'm sorry.
Then
I was not planning to raise my hand. It makes sense now. It makes sense why a lot of men leave their families. It makes sense. The pressure's too much.
actually.
Now it makes, you know, I love how we jumped from a woman admitting her wrongdoing to belittling this poor man. I don't really care what's the situation. I don't really care if she was making more money. But it makes sense to me, Guti. It's okay that men can leave their families because, you know, the pressure is just too much. You know, being a breadwinner, as what we've concluded, it's a hard job. It's very stressful. Taking care of your wives and your kids could be very, very stressful. And it's okay if you can then decide to end a whole entire marriage just because of that stress. I'm just saying, men go through this every single day. We go to the point where it's just you and your own mind, and you can't speak to anyone else because you have to you put a good face on your kids. You have to be a loving husband to your wife. And Uguti, how do you get it all running and going? That's not important. You don't share that information. But it's bad for us to then say, because she was the breadwinner, it's okay that she ended the marriage. Even to talk about that.
And that's another topic for another day. Because of time, we have to move. Sis Noms, 10 seconds, and then refer Ndlovu guys here 5 minutes, and then we close.
On my 10 seconds, what I can say is that there are far more greater things than money. And also, I don't think in my mind that she had money problems. I think the factor was, do I have to be the one bringing the money? And in my opinion, ladies, if you find a marshmallow man who's a present dad, who takes them to school, who makes those lunch boxes, help me, come to me. I will get all kinds of things to capture him. He's a good one. I wish that for my kids, but unfortunately, we both must work. My kids don't have a present parent who's taking them. It's very painful. Usisi should have chosen, you deal with the adminiala endlini, and then I'll deal with bringing the money. We're gonna survive, because at this point it was never about we lack money. It's a thing of, should I be the one bringing it? So ladies, if you meet that one who says, I even wash the dishes, my wife, I even cook the food, I don't have a problem, go out there and work, baby, keep him. We will get some, what do they call them, handcuffs to keep him for you, because he might be the real one. Trust me, because as I'm saying now, I wish that for my kids. I wish some sort of, yes, we are doing it, we collect them from school, but you understand what I mean. They would have a very beautiful childhood, but we all have to go around looking for peanuts just to feed everybody. Hence, I'm always saying men should respect housewives. I don't like it. In fact, they should get contracts to say this is your salary every month for for being a housewife, for doing all the work, the admin. So I think if you are wise enough, you'll have a husband like that. There's a principal I know from my village. She has a husband like that. She raised 7 kids, engineers, professionals. She's very happy with her husband who did not even have a job. Stay woke, focus.
Stay woke and focus. That's our resident Rakhadi. So now we're gonna give to Ndlovu, guys. Sharp. Almost said something. I'm sorry. Hey Ndlovu.
Hi, Lee, can you hear me?
I'm fine, thanks, man.
So on what was it, who everybody was just saying right now, could it be that maybe we hyper focus on the things that are not right about people to a point that it overshadows the things that they are actually doing right?
That's what we are saying actually. Like let's learn Khoshaba Dilo, from the positive, than just chalete bana support but then you have a good support structure here and there.
Exactly, because if you are able to go out there and make the money and the man is here taking care of the kids, then you don't have to hire somebody that takes care of the kids, That's minus on the costs of the household. Man, anyway, back to what we were speaking about in the beginning, right? I think a lot of people have this illusion that they have a lot of options out there. And I think we spoke about it somewhere, I can't remember where, but we spoke about the fact that people think Uguti they have options, right? And I think this thing of having options is merely just that, an illusion. Because as soon as you get out there, you start to realize just how the quality of those options actually is. That there are not a lot of good people out there, if we're being honest. There are not a lot of considerate people out there, if we're being honest. There are not a lot of people that actually want to build out there. A lot of people just want to come into situations and everything is already standing. So how many people are you going to find that are going to want to build with you from the ground up? So I think in most cases we take that for granted when we have such people in our lives, until you actually get out there and you realize just how limited your options actually are.
And actually, you just made me realize something. For now, you will be one of those like that will be labeled safe, because when you are constantly like looking for more here and there. So now you wanna jump around like from like Dean to Leroy to Taiko to Sedzo to Magma. So nje be thought must wena no but then, yeah, great stuff actually. Yeah, Lovu, thank you very much for that. You wanted to continue or maybe you're done?
Just wanted to add something that I think there was in a movie somewhere where they said something quite profound, where they said that in a relationship or in a person, right, you're only ever going to get at most 80% of what you want and what you need. It will never be more than that. So that's where the contentment comes in. That's where compromise comes in. That's where sacrifice comes in. Because if you're constantly going out there to look for the 20, once you get the 20 that you're missing and you've let go of the 80, that's where you realize that actually the 20 was not so important.
Or maybe the 20 was just a lot of bullshit, but
You
then
know?
yeah. So Marwana, we just wanted that 20%. Oh my god, it's the perfect thing. Can it okay. Anyway, thank you very much then, Jovi. Like you make valid points. Sorry. Learn to be content with what you have, guys. There is always gonna be a better here and there, but then better doesn't mean perfect. Let's understand that part. We are left with 5 minutes. Mimi, you wanna say something quickly because I hear like you've been saying things low like so
I'm joking. I'm joking. How Naomi or I feel late, guys. One thing about Naomi, she will come late. One
No,
thing
Maria, no. But again, like now move it lesson like Ghana go through sentle. So now, yeah. So when my thing actually again messed up, yeah.
Lisa, my friend. I was about to come for you. But anyway, guys, like we were all saying, Oguti, at the end of the day, we need to learn to be content with what we have as humans, because being greedy will always lead us into dismay. We also talk about that in in spirituality. Obviously, you need to learn how to be content with what God has given you, or whatever whoever you pray to has given you. Because now, if you want more, then that's just being greedy, and greed has never helped anyone. Greed has never worked in anyone's favor. But go tshwana le motho o tshwarang di-heist, a tshware di-heist tse 3 perfectly, got a clean job. Ha re he becomes greedy, a tshware number 4 ba mo tshwara. Do you understand? So let's learn to be content with what we have. And guys, Lee, okay, no, I'll send you a WhatsApp message about the conversation that Kay wants to have.
Actually, because I was, I
Yeah,
wanted to ask about it.
it's hectic, guys, and usually those type of conversations end up being some sort of a gender war. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, and we'll see how do we go about it? Because I think we've had enough gender wars, guys, on this platform. Like I don't want one. But
But again, like, maybe we can have it that Wednesday. I don't know. Are you
when
ready
my
to that
office
Wednesday?
is hosting, I think that would be better. Let's give
Oh,
the topic to him, because guys, I've had enough heat already. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys for coming back.
wait. Sorry, I will disturb, but like, normally Dean, why don't you say something quickly, but then like Dean first, and then
Otherwise, we'll patala salary yaka.
okay, but like, guys, me, I'm out. Bye bye.
Kensis Noms goes first, Dovgazi, and then I'll ask just to say bye after that last 2 seconds.
Okay.
Give Sis Noms a chance, and then yeah.
Oh, okay, Mim. So, in the spirit of being truthful, I just want to say I would never lie to you here, because I don't have your WhatsApp number to correct the lies. So, what I'm saying now is, as much as I am a Winnie Madikizela Mandela, I also vouch for families for pain. Ngicela niyibambe lapho. Don't miss my point, because akuzokuhambela kahle emhlabeni. If you want me ukuthi ngikuhlalise phansi on the side sikhulume, so that you understand, injalo.
Dean.
You know, Mimi, the video I sent you, I think it says a lot with what we're just talking about today. And it shows some decisions that we are really willing to take, where it's all about I. And I've realized one thing about relationships: they fail immediately when we attest to such words. So I still believe in marriage. I still believe in the institution of marriage. I believe in honesty amongst people. And buying face is not things that we do because we don't get paid from it. But there's a passage that I'm reading right now. It's a book, and it says the sins will follow us. The sins that we make will follow us one way or another. The evilness that we put in this world will always come back to bite us. Destroying relationships that can be fixed, especially for no reasons. It's scary, the decisions that we do in the urge of our blood being boiling, or the advice of wrong people. So we require discernment to discern our own information, and we have to trust into the deity that we believe in. If you believe in your God or your ancestors, you trust into those things. As Leroy said, whatever your belief is, it shall work on your behalf. It will push, definitely. But up until then, let us not rush just to fake our happiness. Rather be content with being alone and be happy in our space. And then only when we are comfortable, we can invite other people to enjoy that happiness with us.
Thank you, Budin. Leroy, I'll send you the video. And love, guys, Tana-san, you literally have 10 seconds if you want to say something.
No, all that I want to say is that why is it, can we not normalize being tired to now best person, because men don't have that privilege.
Thank you.
Our would have sacrificed not having shoes just so that Tina sibe nazo. So as women, can we also have that spirit when it's the other way around? Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I think tomorrow that will be the conversation. That's if I'm the one hosting. I would love to have that conversation of how women handle the roles of becoming breadwinners and all of those things. So I need to go, guys. I need to go prepare for this meeting. Thank you, guys, for coming back after the little glitch we had. And thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the likes. Have a wonderful day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow at 10:20 normal time. And yeah, Leroy, I'm done. I need to go.
Bye Mimi, I wish meeting yako ibisesifubeni so mfana alright, but unfortunately you are suffering for a salary. For those who are going for meetings esifubeni, good luck, baby. Enjoy yourselves. Isifuba is one ground we should be enjoying. Umfana onganaso isikhathi sokubeka esifubeni, miyeke, he is not for you. Ngiyanithanda nezwe, especially you guys who are going for meetings esifubeni. You are the ones. Ningafani no Mimi, this is a life of struggles. We don't want that. Ama meetings esifubeni somfana, happiness. Bye bye, nezwe.